Hi everybody, welcome back to Laura A Vlogs. It's been a while since I did a little video, and if you hear talking in the background, that's my son having a chat with his dad. We're already preparing for graduation this week. He's already trying to figure out with his dad where we're gonna eat, and it's been a pulling teeth moment. Anyway, so my reason for this video, and if I'm moving wobbly around, is because I just didn't feel like putting out the tripod. But anyway, now this, this inspiration came from an incident that happened today at work. It was basically one of my colleagues that was having a meltdown, and she was still processing the grief of losing her mother, that she lost her in, I believe, in December. And so she's been fighting that grief. And when she had the meltdown, I knew something was off, but I didn't realize how deep it was. Because we briefly talked about, about grief, when I first met her. And it made me think about the different stuff that I've been through regarding to grief. And I'm going to be honest, it has not been easy. It has not been easy, but just seeing her going through those initial stages of the grief, that her losing her mom, and I just did was like, I pretty much stopped what I was doing. I made sure that the place was secured enough that I could sit down at least 15 minutes to have a conversation with her and let her vent and calm her down. And so during that process, I just was thinking about, even with my own life, how much grief that I've been through in my life. I spent literally almost 15 years grieving different things in my life. Losing both parents, losing, it wasn't like losing like my relationship with my fiance. He did not pass away, thank God, but just losing him, like parting ways, losing my ex-husband, that he passed away, and then other relationships that I've been involved, that is either friends or potential love. And you go through those many stages of the grief, and I really have been shedding tears left and right because of the amount of sadness that I kept carrying from different things that I went through the last 15 years. It has not been easy. It has not been easy. And just thinking how it's been really like a miracle for me to get through those moments in my life. And you guys seen day in and day out since I started this channel of, not only the grieving of losing different people in my life, but also the struggles that I've been through health-wise. I felt now like a sense of peace because I was able to use this channel as a tool to let myself decompress the different things that I've been through. I learned through this process that you can't control everything around you. When you lose your parents, that's like the initial blow in your world, that you feel like you don't know how to make ends and tails of the process of grieving and letting go a lot of the pain and resentment of how relationships were with your parents. And when that happened, I realized in that time that a lot of the anger and resentment that I carried throughout the years because of the different dysfunctionality that I dealt with was for nothing. For nothing. I just felt like the day after my mom passed away, I just looked around the room that I'm sitting here. This used to be my mom's room. And I looked at all her belongings and just said, this was all for nothing. Of carrying this anger, this resentment, this hostilities. It was all for nothing. And that's when I started learning to make peace with myself, of letting go all these things that I carry throughout the years. And when it came to different relationships of all types, you know, it has been hard, because I've always tried to be the one to make things work and try to make a relationship work, but it was just me working it. There was no team effort. And it got to the point that I just said, you know what? I can't control that anymore. I need to stop and let go. Because once you let go, yeah, it's going to be painful. Yes, you feel it in your soul. Like it feels like you lost a loved one all over again. Just feeling the depth of just solitude and hurt. But then it comes to a point that you just let it go and say, you know what? It's time to make peace with it, because if it didn't work so many times, and if things kept happening and you was not a priority in that person's world, that people used you in different levels and not appreciate the sincerity of love and generosity, then that person was never meant to be with you. And it has gotten to that point in my life that no matter how many relationships that I dealt with, these things kept happening, and just being afraid of just letting go was really hard. I felt like the grief all over again, but in a different level. And so yesterday I thought about this, and as well as today after dealing with my colleague, I just said, you know what? I gotta stop. Stop grieving with my life. It's time to just start appreciating my life and live my life the way I want to live my life. And I'm not just sitting here and just masking my thoughts, because I'm not. I'm just doing is accepting what cannot be anymore. And just focusing forward. Because after shedding so much tears throughout the years, you come to realize is how little life can be, how short life can be. And like I mentioned in many videos, that I just don't feel that I should not appreciate life. And this is part of my goals, is just moving forward, continuing on the path that I want to live my life. So far, I'm achieving the goals that I've been doing, not only with this channel, my other channel, but also in my private life, that I'm accepting who I'm becoming and appreciating my friends, my colleagues, my family that are really close to me and completely understand who I am and what I'm about. And all the other people that didn't appreciate me and love me the way that I did love, just letting it go. Because at the end of the day, new doors will open. New people will come in my life. And I know I'll eventually find the right person in my life. And it doesn't mean I'm not happy. Because I'm really content with my life. And I'm gonna continue having fun. Because at the end of the day, can't continue crying. I mean, I think I grieved enough. And it's definitely a time to smile again. And so, to anybody that are going through the different types of grieving, it's okay to feel those emotions. It's okay to really let go. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's really hard to let go. And I'm gonna say is this, that when you grieve, there's never a time to say, oh, you gotta end your grieving at this point. Or, you gotta get over it. Oh, why are you wasting your time crying? No, we're human beings. This is part of learning how to grow. Grieving, crying, even sometimes getting mad. It's okay to do that within healthy reasons, but not in a toxic way of hurting others. Just the process of just letting go. It's okay. Because at the end of the day, this is what makes us evolve and become a better person in the long run. And I am very grateful for all the lessons that I've learned in my life. And so anybody that are going through this, just know it's okay. It will get better. It will. And you got this. Anyway, that's pretty much my thoughts. Thank you again for viewing my content, and I hope that this video helps you to get through whatever pain you're going through in your lives. It's definitely not easy, but you'll get through it. Alrighty, so thank you again, and I'll catch you guys soon on the next vlog. Bye.